I fully believe that that is true.
Hi,
Afternoon, everybody. So, and it is late afternoon. It's 2 o'clock, and I'm just starting to get to my housework. I did a lot of my Twitter work today for Twitter Tuesday, which I do Twitter every day, but on Tuesdays I try to hit that avenue a lot more throughout the day so that I'm catching more of the people that I don't catch all the time, because a lot of times I'll peek at it in the morning and try to get in some stuff there, talk to people, touch base, see what's going on with everybody, and then again in the evenings. But on Twitter Tuesday, I try to do that like at little points throughout the day, each day. So that's what Twitter Tuesday is really about for me. It's just finding more points of contact during that day and talking to people. So that's what that's all about. But right now I'm in the laundry room because I just watched a really cool, well, hi Sky, good morning, look at him. He's like, Mom, keep me off the vlog, I just woke up. Anyway, I'm gonna get to this laundry and then I'm gonna tell you guys something really cool that I watched recently. Okay, so I got that load of laundry done, well, started it anyway, and then what I was doing was, I don't match my socks unless they come out matched out of the laundry, if that makes sense. I do them all, like I'll leave them in the basket at the end of the night if I haven't found all the mates. And then the next day, when I'm starting my next load of laundry, I match them up for my mismatched sock pile, because I have like this little basket. And I use that, and then I don't feel like I'm matching socks all the time. I don't know. A little time saver for me, and it worked really well, works really well, and it took me forever to come up with the idea to do it that way, but I'm glad I did, because it literally saves me so much time. So with that being said, I told you I was going to tell you what I watched. Yes, I have a medicine cabinet in here in my kitchen. There actually used to be a shaving sink, which we pulled out, one, because it had a major leak in the pipe, and two, because that is where our future dishwasher is going to go. And the refrigerator is gonna move over here because we're taking this door out. And then we wanna put in some countertop over there to give a little more space, and probably a few more cabinets I would like to do, but definitely more countertop. And I eventually wanna do a countertop in the middle, or not a countertop, an island in the middle of the kitchen, because we don't have a table out here. I really don't like a kitchen table. I like it having a dining room table. But I would like an area where the kids could just come out and have breakfast and take their dishes right to the sink, or if they're having a snack, they can eat here instead of on the dining room table all the time. But I'd like to have dinner at the dining room table. But I got off of task of what I was saying. So I watched this thing recently, and sorry, Duke's going crazy. He just came in from outside, so he's like super hyper right now. But I watched this thing on TED today, and I don't know if any of you guys subscribe to TED. It's like the TEDx talks that they have, and there was a lady on there talking about time management. There's always, I mean, they cover all sorts of topics, which is why I really, really love the YouTube channel and that they put them on there, those talks on there for the public. I just think that's amazing. But they're always putting all different sorts of subjects on there. And yes, I'm cleaning while I'm talking to you. Today I came across one that was talking about time management. And you know, I've told you guys since the beginning of the year, I made some New Year's resolutions, if that's what you want to call them, more like goals for 2017. And I am one of those people that I can start out and start trying something new. I like to try new things all the time because eventually I find something that works really, really well for me, you know, and I can change it and make it my own and make it something that helps me be a little bit more successful at whatever it is that I'm trying to do, which is why I really like TED, the channel TED, or the TEDx talks from. But because there's always different like helpful things or motivating talks, stuff like that on there. Another reason why I really like Gary Vee, I found something while I was watching his channels that I have been able to tweak for myself and has been slowly making my writing more successful for me personally. At least I feel like it's more successful to me than where it was over the last couple of years. Just implementing some of the things that he suggested. So anyway, that being said, I watched a talk by TED today. Yes, I'm putting my dishes away, guys. The ones that I had washed. Now I have a ton more to do, but we'll get to that in a minute. I watched this talk about time management, and the lady was talking about how she gets called by like magazines and stuff like that all the time to give them an article or to talk about time management. And she always likes to see like what their suggestions are or the things that they show on there. And they're always talking about like ways to cut time off of your day. You know, if it talks about like if you're microwaving something, using the lower end of the microwaving scale, like if it says 3 minutes to 3.5 minutes, you know, stuff like that, or maybe you'll gain extra time. Or she was saying how, and I put it in my liked playlist, so if you check it out, you can see the one that I was talking about, and because I can't tell you exactly what she said, but it was really worth the watch. But she was talking about things like how they say to, you know, if you want to get time into exercise, you know, DVR your shows, and then you'll have that extra half an hour where you don't have commercials to exercise. And she's like, wouldn't it make more sense to watch less TV? And I was like, well, yeah. Which, as of recently, I don't watch near as much TV as I have been watching over the past year. I'd kind of gotten into this funk of watching my favorite shows. Now I do DVR them. And on Sundays, when I have the time, I sit down and I watch the shows that I really want to watch, because that's my day away from doing writing, stuff like that. It's just my day to do whatever I want to do, which I've told you guys about, projects or, you know, deep cleaning in the house, stuff like that, things that I want to accomplish on Sundays that sometimes I put to the side the rest of the week. And one of which is my TV shows that I do enjoy watching, or getting time in to read, stuff like that. But that was kind of the point of her whole conversation, was taking, you know, 5 to 6 goals that you have for your career, your family, whatever, and taking those goals, and if we just said those are our goals and made the time to do those and set time aside every day, chunks of time to get those things accomplished, we can do that. And I fully believe that that is true, because as I've said to myself, okay, I want to make time to make my writing career more successful and to get out there and reach people and say, hey, these are my books, and, you know, this is what I do, and, you know, check them out if you'd like to, stuff like that. Just getting out there and marketing for my books, because that is so important for writers today, is finding a way to market your books and stuff, because you have to get the word out. I mean, you can write the greatest book ever, but if nobody ever sees it and you don't tell anybody about it, they're not going to know. Not saying I've written the greatest book ever, although I do have to say the storyline, I love the stories, and that's why I write them. That's why I write this series. I love the stories. It's a story I would want to read. Anyway, so that being said, talking about that time management, she was talking about also, you know, things for your house, and she gave a really good example about a lady who was super busy, and what she did is she did research for a book that she wrote on time management and stuff, and how successful people manage their time. And she said, you know, a perfect example was one of the ladies that she was documenting. She gave all these women, and it was highly successful women, she gave all these women papers or logs to document what they did throughout their day. And one of the ladies who was super busy had her water heater break after she went out on a Wednesday night and came home and had to deal with it being all over the floor. And in her very busy life, she found 7 hours in her busy week to deal with that issue. Why? Because it became a priority for her. And you know, it just kind of put things in perspective for me. One of the goals that I set for myself was to be able to keep a more maintained house. It does not need to be perfect. We live here. It happens. If I see toys in the house, that isn't a big deal to me. I have so many kids, I'm gonna see toys. I know they're playing, I know they're happy, I know they're creative. That kind of stuff doesn't bother me. But backed up dishes, laundry not being done, floors needing mopped, those kind of maintenance things that sometimes slide to the side, those are things that I set as a goal for myself to want to stop having that be an issue for me, or start making those kind of things a priority, I guess is the way I started to look at it today, is that is a priority for me. So how could I make more time in my week when I am busy, or we have things like meltdowns going on in the house, stuff like that. And the meltdowns are a little bit different. I talked about that the other day. And in the case of one of our children, they've become much more severe. So that's an actual medical issue that we have to take care of. So I have to adjust my schedule to that. There's just nothing that can be done about that until we take care of the issue. We took our child to the doctor, our family doctor, and our doctor has said that at this point, that issue actually needs to go to the specialist due to our child's age and weight. So we're actually making an appointment to go to a specialist over it and see if we can't get some help that way. Hi. I am washing dishes, but you're naked. Did you just take a bath?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to vlog you then because you don't have anything on. You can wash dishes, but let's go get you dressed first. All right, guys, I'm going to take care of this, and I'll be back in just a minute. He's no longer a naked baby, and he smells great. So anyway, so I was talking to you about this time management. And hi, you coming out to see me? I'm not doing dishes yet. I'm just cleaning up the kitchen. I'll tell you when I'm doing them. I will move that in a minute, but you gotta wait. So I was telling you guys about this time management thing, but I guess the whole reason is, you know, it really struck me. How could I apply this to myself? Because it really was inspiring, just the way she was talking about it. And I realized that I have been somewhat doing that to reach my goals this year, especially when it comes to my writing and the things that I want to get done for that, and getting my books written and getting the editing done. And you know, I got so much done on the revisions and edits of book 1 so quickly, and it was due to time management, but really more so making it, don't do that, that's glass. I'm just trying to put glass dishes on his head. I'm gonna have to move them. But more so just making that a priority and setting aside the time to do that every night. And so I thought to myself, how could I do this with my cleaning goal that I had, my house goal, personal life, besides just trying to get as much done on a Sunday as I can, because I really don't want to spend my Sundays cleaning the house all the time. You know, I don't mind going through and mopping the floors and, you know, scrubbing the toilet, stuff like that, but I haven't even been able to get to that stuff because I'm trying to get these other things that are necessary that need to be done. So how could I apply this to that goal that I made for myself? And I thought about it and I'm like, you know, I set aside chunks every single night to do what I need to get done. What if I set aside chunks early in the evening when sometimes I think I'm wasting some of my time to do this, and I just make a time limit, 2 hours. Do you know how much I can get done in 2 hours? I can get a lot done. I mean, granted, there will be distractions to that, but what if I set an hour aside to do dishes and then an hour aside to do X whatever cleaning project needs to be done? I can fully make that happen, even if I only got the hour in because maybe the time frame that I set aside gets cut out for whatever reason. Maybe we have to go grocery shopping or the kids' school takes longer or whatever. But if I'm still attempting to hit that time frame, every day, I know I'm gonna accomplish a lot more than what I have been, and I do believe I won't be seeing stuff like this. So it was just a really, really inspiring thing for me to watch today. So if you're curious about it, like I said, it's in my liked playlist. You can check out the video, and it's on time management. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. And right now I'm doing that. I'm setting that time aside. I don't know if this will be my time every day. I'm gonna kind of look at what my schedule is, and then I can do the other things that I need to get done. So I'll let you know how that goes. It's another step in the journey to chasing my dreams, you know? And this is one of the dreams, is that I don't have dishes backed up every so many days that I have to hurry up and get done and stuff like that. Or come the holidays, I'm not rushing to get toilets cleaned. And yeah, just that kind of stuff. So anyway, leave me a comment below if you have any ideas about time management or what your thoughts are. Just let me know. Okay, so it is 3:23. I'm gonna give myself until 5:30 to accomplish as many tasks as I can. I'm giving myself an hour at the dishes. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. There's a lot to do in here. And then laundry and my bed getting made needs to be done. It's priority. And I'm hoping to get up in the boys' room to finish up a little more of that task that I was working on yesterday. So let's see how this goes. I'll let you guys know. All right, so it's been 1 hour. I set the timer on my stove, you guys, and this is what I accomplished in that hour's time. Look at that. All them dishes. And let me tell you what, these silverware, there was like probably a 7-minute project just to get all of these silverware done. There was so much. Counter's empty now. Only thing I have left for tomorrow is a few pans. I did not get to these, but that is a huge amount of progress. And I have a clean counter in the kitchen. I had enough time to do a little bit of sweeping at the end. So I kind of left myself that little bit of time to get some sweeping done in here. And now tomorrow, another hour in here, the dishes will be knocked out and I'll probably have time to sweep and mop. And I want to dedicate an hour to the kitchen. Ew, I see a spot on the counter though that I did miss. I want to dedicate an hour to the kitchen because this is such a highly used area that it's always in need of floor being mopped, counters being wiped down, stove, stuff like that. So my kitchen really needs, at this point, an hour a day. We'll see as I go along if that's what it's gonna need, but for right now, I know that hour is gonna be important. There's cabinets that need some decluttering and stuff that I can dedicate that hour time to, that I don't really wanna take my Sunday project day and do that. But when I say an hour, I mean from the start of cleaning up anything that was on the counters, taking garbage outside, gathering up pot cans, stuff like that that get left in the sink or on the counters, but yeah, an hour's time dedicated to this, and I'm so glad I did it. I have another hour yet to get some housework done, so I'm gonna take a quick, like 5-minute break, hit a little more of my Twitter social media today, and then go and get that other hour's worth of work done, because then it's time to upload the vlog. So I'll keep you guys posted, let you know how this is working out for me as it goes along. But yeah, I am so excited. I mean, really, I gotta show you again. I am so excited about that progress. That was huge for me. So anyway, I'm off to take a quick break and then some laundry and other housework, and I'll let you know what I got done in that hour. All right, guys, so we just got done with dinner, and I was able to get, in that hour's time, the laundry folded, put away, my bed made, Ireland's bed made, some pickup done in her room, some pickup done in the boys' room, and then I did pickup out in our foyer, and then here in the schoolroom, it's not completely done yet, but I was just like rushing through, getting as much as I could get done. So I'm excited. I think this is gonna work well for me. So anyway, I'm about to get our vlog created so that I can put it out later, and then it's Poshmark time. All right, so I just have to give a shout out to one of my fellow vlogger friends, Neil's Next Door, the Neil's Next Door. We have been talking back and forth on Twitter for quite some time, and today they pointed out, like, how, you know, we were one of their first Twitter friends on there, which I thought was really cool, and that both of us at the time didn't have very many subscribers. And it was just kind of cool to see like how that's gone back and how both of our channels have grown and stuff. And you guys, we appreciate you so much. We appreciate the people that are viewing and subscribing, liking, commenting. We love going in and seeing the comments. I usually only do it once a day. And I usually do it after I have put out the vlog for the day. I go on and I check and I say hello and check to see what everyone said. And I know I do not get on to watch as many of my vlogging friends as I would like, but I try on Sundays or when I have a free minute, if I'm just sitting down and taking a break and I'm not doing some of the other marketing things that I need to get done, I do go on and watch your guys' vlogs. I don't always get to comment as frequently as I would like, so it's gonna be my goal to get out there and show a little more support to my fellow vlogging friends, because really you guys have become an awesome part of our community. And it was just having that conversation on Twitter tonight. And it's so funny how you meet like somebody through one social media site and like you'll click on there. So then for me, I know I'll be like, okay, so are they on Instagram or are they on Facebook? Is there somewhere else that I can follow them? And I find them other places like YouTube. And I don't know, I just thought it was really cool. It was really neat to see. And I know there are lots of others of you out there that I watch, and one of these days I actually saw, and he's a new subscriber to our channel, but I also watch him too, and I subscribed back. He has some really cool content. Let me see if I can find him on here. I'm at my computer, so let me pull it up. But he did something that I thought was really, really cool on his channel, and I think I'm gonna kind of not take it, but the idea was really awesome, and I thought it was a cool way to like shout out to people, because sometimes I have a hard time, like there's a lot of people that I watch or that I also see on social media a lot, and then I watch them, of course, if we're doing a lot of interacting, because I'm just curious to see what's going on with them too. But let's see, who is it here? Sorry about the pause, guys. I've got to find the right spot to be in. There we go. Irish Weight Demon. He's a newer subscriber to our channel, and I started watching some of his stuff, and I just found him to be really interesting. And he went in and he went through his subscriber list and who he subscribes to, and then just kind of pointed out the things that he likes. And I think that's a really neat idea, because like when I'm sitting here trying to do it, it's hard for me to remember everybody that's on there that I would like to point out. So every once in a while, like tonight, when I was talking to the Neils next door on Twitter, I was like, you know what, this would be a great time to say, hey, hello from YouTube as well. So guys, check out their channels. The links will be down below. If I did not give you a shout out in this and I did not say anything about your channel, don't think it's because we're not supporting and watching you as well, because we are. And if it's not me, sometimes it's Matt. He's meeting, it was really funny because Neil's next door, I'm gonna tell you the story behind this, and part of the reason I picked up the camera, besides to say hello from here, was when he first started talking to you after he started his channel too, I was like, are you talking to my vlogging friends on there? Are you stealing my vlogging friends? And I was giving him a hard time about it. And he was talking about how you guys were going back and forth. So I thought that was really cool. It becomes such a small world within the YouTube community. And I just think I think it's really cool. You guys are awesome support. And I know we have subscribers that are not part of, that aren't like vloggers or have channels, stuff like that. And we love you guys too. And when you guys put your comments on there, I mean, it's awesome for us. It's awesome to see the support out there. So thank you to everyone that subscribes. And thank you to our fellow YouTube friends as well. All right, so it is about 6:38 right now, and I need to hit up some of the Poshmark. I did go on to Twitter again, of course, like I was telling you guys. But now I need to hit up some of the Poshmark. So I'm gonna pull out my hook that I use here. I showed you guys a few episodes back, start hanging some clothes, and I was supposed to get T to model some clothes for me last night, so I'm hoping she'll do it for me tonight. Cross your fingers, because she hates dresses, you guys, and she is like being an amazing help to me by doing this. So hopefully she's in the mood tonight. If not, I'll do it another night, but these dresses are awesome and I wanna get them on there. All right, so it is that time of night. I got my Poshmark items up, which I may have told you earlier, I don't remember. But I got a few more posted, so that was pretty exciting. I had a couple of dresses that I wanted to put on there, and T did model them for me, so she did a really good job. And it was really cute because she put on high heels because the dresses were long to make her taller, because I was afraid it wasn't going to show like the length of the dress. And she's never wore high heels before, so it was really cute watching her walk through the foyer trying to stand up against the wall to model these dresses for me. But anyway, I am in the writing room getting ready to hit. I'm actually a little bit later than I wanted to be. I was kind of a little bit lazy, but I was hungry, so I had to go and get myself something to eat because I don't know, I was ultra hungry tonight. I don't know what it was, but my goal is on Tuesday, well, today is one page fully edited, and then tomorrow is Writing Room Wednesday. So on Writing Room Wednesday, I will be in here by 10:30, no later. Usually I try to come in here about 8 o'clock or so, depending on when Aspen falls asleep, and get as many word page counts as I can done, or as many pages done, edited, throughout the day, to get as big of a page count as I can done in edits. So that's my Wednesday goal. Anyway, I'm gonna hit these. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you tomorrow.